Life can feel like a winding road. We experience moments of joy and seasons of uncertainty. Yet, in the midst of it all, Jesus offers a promise. I have come that they may have life and have it to the full. John 10:10. This promise, like a beacon of hope, guides us toward a life overflowing with purpose, peace, and joy. In John 10, Jesus paints a beautiful picture of himself as the Good Shepherd. He deeply cares for his sheep, knowing each one by name. He leads us to green pastures and still waters, providing for our every need. He protects us from harm and guides us with his loving hand. This image of the shepherd reminds us that we are never alone. We are always loved and cared for by the one who laid down his life for us. This promise of abundant life isn't about material wealth or worldly success. It's about experiencing a deep and abiding joy that transcends our circumstances. It's about knowing our purpose and living each day with a heart full of hope. It's about finding peace in the midst of storms, knowing that our shepherd is always with us. In contrast to the Good Shepherd, Jesus warns us about the thief who comes only to steal, kill, and destroy. This thief represents the forces of darkness, the temptations that seek to lure us away from the shepherd's loving care. These forces might manifest as doubt, fear, or the allure of worldly possessions. They promise fulfillment but ultimately leave us empty and lost. The thief whispers lies, trying to convince us that God's love is not enough. He tempts us with shortcuts and easy solutions, leading us further away from the path of true love. But we must remember that the thief cannot offer the true peace, joy, and purpose that our hearts long for. Only the Good Shepherd can provide that. Jesus, in his infinite love, warns us about these dangers. He wants us to be aware of the thief's tactics and to cling tightly to him, our shepherd. He promises to protect us from harm and guide us towards the abundant life he has prepared for us. What does it truly mean to have life to the full? It's not about accumulating wealth, achieving worldly success, or living a life of ease. True abundance is found in a life lived in deep connection with Jesus Christ. It's about experiencing the fullness of his love, grace, and purpose for our lives. The world often equates success with material possessions, status, and achievements, but these things can never satisfy the deepest longings of our hearts. They offer temporary pleasure, but true joy and fulfillment come from knowing and following Jesus. Abundant life is about aligning our hearts with God's will and finding our purpose in him. It's about living each day with a sense of gratitude, knowing that we are deeply loved and cherished by our Creator. It's about experiencing peace that surpasses understanding, even in the midst of life's challenges. Section 4. Finding purpose in the shepherd's care. One of the greatest gifts Jesus offers us is a sense of purpose. In a world that can often feel chaotic and uncertain, knowing our purpose gives us a sense of direction and belonging. It allows us to live with intentionality, knowing that our lives have meaning and value. As we draw closer to Jesus, spending time in his word and seeking his guidance, he reveals our unique gifts and passions. He shows us how to use them to serve others and make a difference in the world. Our purpose is not something we have to strive for or earn. It's a gift freely given by our loving shepherd. As we surrender our lives to him, he guides us towards the plans he has prepared for us, plans to prosper us and give us hope. Section 5. Peace that passes understanding. Life is full of challenges. We face moments of uncertainty, grief, and fear, yet Jesus promises us a peace that transcends our circumstances. This peace is not the absence of problems, but the assurance that he is with us through every storm. When we face trials, it's easy to be overwhelmed by anxiety and worry, but Jesus invites us to cast our burdens upon him. He promises to sustain us with his strength and comfort us with his love. The peace Jesus offers is not dependent on our circumstances. It's a deep-seated assurance that we are held securely in the palm of his hand, no matter what life throws our way. This peace guards our hearts and minds, allowing us to face challenges with courage and hope. Section 6. Joy unspeakable, a gift from the shepherd. Joy is a hallmark of the abundant life Jesus offers. It's a deep-seated sense of contentment and delight that flows from our relationship with him. This joy is not fleeting or dependent on external circumstances. It's a gift from the Holy Spirit, a fruit of His presence in our lives. The world offers counterfeit joys that promise happiness but ultimately leave us feeling empty. True joy is found in knowing and loving Jesus. It's a gift that sustains us through trials, encourages us in our weakness, and reminds us that we are deeply loved. As we cultivate a heart of gratitude, focusing on God's goodness and faithfulness, we open ourselves up to experiencing His joy more fully. We discover that even in the midst of difficulties, there is always a reason to rejoice. In Section 7, Living in the Fullness of His Love, Jesus' promise of abundant life is an invitation to experience the fullness of His love, grace, and purpose. It's a call to surrender our lives to Him and allow Him to lead us into a life overflowing with joy, peace, and meaning. How do we step into this abundant life? It begins with a personal relationship with Jesus Christ. As we spend time in His Word, allowing His truth to transform our hearts, we grow closer to Him. Living in the fullness of His love means trusting in His guidance, seeking His wisdom in all that we do. It means loving others with the same unconditional love He has shown to us. It means walking in obedience to His word, knowing that His ways are always best. As we surrender our lives to Jesus, allowing Him to be our shepherd, our guide, and our friend, we discover the true meaning of abundant life. We experience the fullness of His love, the peace that surpasses understanding, and the joy that knows no bounds. This is the life He desires for us, a life overflowing with His presence and purpose.